and Papa were laying in bed.
Mama and Papa were laying in bed.
Mama rolled over, this is what she said.
Mama rolled over, this is what she said.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Give me some.
World War I was the first major war in the 20th century. It was from 1914 to 1918, and the paperwork was signed in 1919. I would call World War I the first really modern war to occur because of the huge technological advancements we saw with it. The impact of technology with World War I was huge. We had tanks, airplanes, advanced artillery, machine guns, and even more. This is why I would call this a modern war compared to, say, the Civil War or the Spanish-American War or a war like that. To name a few of the biggest technological impacts, I'll start off with the tank. Since World War I was a land-fought war, the tank was created. It was a heavily armored vehicle that shot shells that would devastate most anything in its path. The tank could also be used to clear out forts, strong points, and even large groups of infantry. Since the tank was made out of metal, it was extremely hard to destroy unless you used an other tank or any sort of explosive to blow it up. Airplanes have played a role in World War I and led to the huge impact of them in World War II. World War I was the first war to have planes, and they were used as spotters first to spy on the enemy. The enemy would then send planes with guns to shoot down the spotters, and then the spotters later would add guns to their planes, and this is what started the whole fighter jets and dogfighting. World War I also introduced chemical warfare. The Germans created poison gas cylinders and dropped them near the enemy lines. After that, phosgene, a chemical, was loaded into artillery and shot into the trenches. Although this was a new advancement of technology, it didn't really create much of a problem to the enemy as they started to wear gas masks. Although it wasn't much of a problem, it still started the whole chemical warfare issue that we still have today. A huge part of World War I was the concept of trench warfare. Basically, fighting from trenches made a practically invincible defense and made attack almost impossible. The downside to trenches, however, was that it could easily be bombed by artillery and hand grenades, which was getting more and more improved. Finally, submarines played an important role in World War I. It wasn't used much during the war, but it opened the doors to the expansion of naval warfare in the years to come and in future wars such as World War II. Thank you for listening to my 3-minute video on the impact of technology in World War I.